Ave Maria. So I've been meditating, and in my meditation, I've come to realize, or I've come to ask this question: why is it that many of us Catholics these days no longer practice what the church calls examination of conscience? Many of us these days don't even examine our consciences any longer. And this may be one of the reasons why Catholics don't frequent the Sacrament of Reconciliation these days. Maybe one of the reasons why Catholics don't go to confessions as often as we should, because we fail to examine our conscience. We fail to see exactly how we are living compared to how we are expected to live as Catholics. And this has caused that these days you find that many Catholics, many people have what we call lax conscience. Lax conscience. Let me read what lax conscience is about. Lax conscience. This conscience tends to minimize the gravity of sin or fails to recognize certain actions as sinful. It may lead individuals to justify immoral behaviors lightly. Lax conscience makes us minimize the gravity of sin. And this is the reason why many of us, we are walking about every day carrying mortal sin on our head. We are living in mortal sin. We are swimming in mortal sin. And we walk about every day as though nothing is happening. We care less because our conscience is lax. We fail to examine our conscience. We fail to ask ourselves questions. In the world that we live today, it seems as though immoral people who live immorally, they are so bold about the way they live, and they share everything on social media especially. And we find that people who are living moral lives are hiding. We're even ashamed to speak about the way we live. Even though the ones living the moral lives are the ones doing the right thing. And then many people now want to belong, be like those who are living the way they want. We carry mortal sins on our head, walking as though nothing is happening. We feel less concerned. And the honest truth, this video is not about whether there is hellfire or there is heaven. But we all know as Catholics, the honest truth is that if there is no true repentance, one dying in mortal sin, the soul is damned unto all eternity. So as Catholics, we're encouraged once again to examine our conscience from time to time. And I believe this will lead to frequent confessions, frequent visits to the Sacrament of Reconciliation. So we purify our souls. We're not going to live on earth forever. One day we're all going to go. And where will you go to? Where would you want to go to? I'm sure if I ask you today, if I ask you right now, where would you want to where would you want to go to when you die? Definitely, you will tell me you want to go to heaven. But the question lies, do we work towards heaven? St. Paul says we must work out our salvation with fear and trembling. Are we working towards this heavenly race? Or are we carrying mortal sins on our head, walking about as though nothing is happening? I pray the Lord give us the strength and the grace to examine our conscience regularly, more often, and to visit more often the Sacrament of Reconciliation. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like this video, share this video to encourage someone today. My name is Francis Mary. Please subscribe to our channel for amazing Catholic content. I'll see you again in my next video. Ave Maria.